Okay, Italian football returns to our screens this weekend with the big question being, can anyone topple Juventus? Andy Brassel, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes.
Roma. Just Roma?
I'm with Roma.
It has to be Roma. I don't think Napoli have really moved on enough. I mean, obviously Benitez made a load of changes there last season, moving from a three-man defence to a four. They still looked a bit vulnerable on occasions, and he's been under a lot of heat, and the President De Laurentiis has been under a lot of heat for not really spending that much money this summer. I think they're right to be a little more circumspect, but still they're looking for that big defensive midfielder. Roma have been a lot more positive. They've filled the gaps that they needed to. Of course, they've made money back from selling Benatia to Bayern. Yeah. But you look at the Turbe with the youth and the year of Serie A that he's had. He was brilliant with Verona. Ashley Cole, incredible experience, and of course, real high spec signing who knows what he's doing in the Champions League as well. But for me, the big change in Serie A is at the top of Juventus. Conte. Juventus always seemed impregnable with him, whereas Max Allegri, the fans don't want him. A lot of the players aren't really sure about him. That is the thing that's going to make the power shift.
Absolutely. Well, obviously you chimed in there. You agree with the Roma shout?
Yeah, I think Roma. They've spent quite a bit of money, more than people like Juventus and that, and they could be losing Vidal. Who knows? Who's a key player for them in midfield. So I think Roma have gone out and said, this is our year. Maybe we can topple Juventus. Juventus are, they're a force anyway. Every single season they're a force. But certainly the players have bought in Roma. They will definitely be challenging. Napoli, not too sure. People like De Guzman's gone there, and whether
Benitez has got a domestic pedigree though, hasn't he? 2 La Liga titles, took Liverpool to second in the Premier League. I mean, whether he's got the resources to do it with Napoli is, I suppose, the big question there. Important question then, looking at the signings, obviously transfer window's approaching. We've had a number of transfers coming into the league. The question is, we've got footy right today. Who's the best player, in your opinion, that's come into Serie A this summer?
Do you know, I really like Ashley Cole at Roma. Not particularly for his playing ability, because last season, he didn't get much game time, but his experience for a team like Roma, if he integrates with the squad, which from Twitter and a couple of pictures that have been going around looks a bit questionable. But I think the experience that he could bring to Roma could really give them the extra push to topple Juventus.
I must admit, I was impressed. I saw him in pre-season for Roma, and he looked, slotted in perfectly on that left-hand side. Andy, any more suggestions? You agree with Cole? Have you got more you'd like to throw onto the table?
Well, I think Inter have made a couple of interesting signings. They were just a little bit weak in the middle last season, and now they've not just got Medellin from Cardiff, but Jan Villa, who sort of went off the radar when he went to Russia with Rubin Kazan. I know, how can you turn down QPR? It's hard to get your head around. But he's someone who was thought of as going to be the best defensive midfielder in Europe a couple of years ago. He's still got that potential, and now he's got real hunger and a real platform to prove exactly how good he is. Maybe get back in the French national team, because on ability, really, he should be there. But I think Inter will be really looking to push into those Champions League spots. Fantastic.
Well, there you go. Serie A coming back this weekend. You can check out all the action on BT Sport via Virgin Media.
When you get to the till.
So you know what? Let's get them both in. Why not? It's a big basket.
Khedira, Carvalho.
Oh, wow. Let's get them both in. I'm sure Arsenal fans will be happy to hear that.
I think we need 2 strikers more than